19 Surah Maryam. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Kaf Ha Ya Ain Swad. These letters are one of the miracles of the Quran, and none but Allah alone knows their meanings. This is a mention of the mercy of your Lord to his slave Zikriya when he called out the Lord a cause in secret. He said, "My Lord, indeed my bones have grown feeble, and grey hair are spread on my head, and I have never been unblessed in my invocation to you, O my Lord. And verily I fear my relatives after me, and my wife is barren. So give me from yourself an heir who shall inherit me and inherits the posterity of Jacob, and make him my Lord, one with whom you are well pleased. O Zikriya, verily we give you the glad tidings of a son, whose name will be Yahya, who we have given the name to none before him." He said, "My Lord, how can I have a son when my wife is barren and I have reached the extreme old age?" He said, "So it will be, your Lord. Say, it is easy for me. Certainly I have created you before when you had been nothing." Zikriya said, "My Lord, appoint me for a sign." He said, "Your sign is that you shall not speak to mankind for 3 nights through having no bodily defect." Then he came out to his people from Al Mihrab, and he told them by sign to glorify Allah's praise in the morning and in the afternoon. It was said to his son, "O Yahya, hold fast the scriptures," and we gave him wisdom while yet a child, and sympathetic to men as mercy from us and pure from sins. Yahya, and he was righteous and dutiful towards his parents, and he was neither arrogant nor disobedient. And salam be on him the day he was born, and the day he dies, and the day he will be raised up to his life again. And mentioned in the book Maryam, when she withdrew in seclusions from the family to place facing east, she placed a screen from them. Then we sent to her our ruh in her of a man in all respect. She said, "Verily I seek refuge with the most gracious Allah from you. If you do fear Allah." The angel said, "I am only a messenger from your Lord. To you the gift of righteous son." She said, "How can I have a son when no man has touched me, nor am I unchaste?" He said, "So it will be." Your Lord said, "That is easy for me, and to appoint him as a sign to mankind and mercy for us, and it is matter decreed." So she convinced him, and she withdrew with him to a far place, Bethlehem Valley, about 4-6 miles from Jerusalem, and the pains of the childbirth drove her to the trunk of the date palm. She said, "Would that I had died before this, and had been forgotten and out of sight." Then cried to her from below her, saying, "Grieve not, your Lord has provided a water stream under you, and shake the trunk of the date palm towards you. It will let fall fresh ripe dates upon you. So eat and drink and be glad. And if you see any human being, say, Verily I have vowed a fast to the most gracious Allah, so I shall not speak to any human beings this day." Then she brought him, the baby, to her people. Carrying him, they said, "O Maryam, indeed you have bought a thing Faria, Faria, O sister of Harun, your father was not a man who used to commit adultery, not your mother was an unchaste woman. Then she pointed to him. They said, how can we talk to one who is like child in the cradle? He said, verily I am a slave of Allah. He has given me the scriptures and made me a prophet, and he has made me blessed wheresoever I be, and has joined on me Salah and Zakah as long as I live, and dutiful to my mother, and made me not arrogant, unblessed. And salam be upon me, and the day I was born, and the day I die, and the day I shall be raised alive. Such is Isa, son of Maryam, a statement of truth about which they doubt. It benefits not Allah that he should beget a son by saying that Isa is the son of Allah. Glorified is he. When he decrees a thing, he only says to it, be, it is, and it is. And verily Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so worship him. That is the straight path. Then the sects differed, so woe to be disbelievers. From the meeting of great day, how clearly will they see and hear the day when they will appear before us. But the Zalimeen today are in plain error. And warn them, O Muhammad, of the day of grief and regret, when the case has been decided, while now they are in state of carelessness, and they believe not. Verily we will inherit the earth, and whatsoever is thrown thereon, and to us they all shall be returned. And mentioned in the book, verily he was a man of truth, a prophet, when he said to his father, O my father, why do not worship that which hears not, sees not, and cannot avail you in anything? O my father, verily there are come to me of no knowledge, and that which came to you. So follow me, I will guide you to a straight path. O my father, worship not Shaitan. Verily Shaitan has been a rebel against the most gracious. O my father, verily I fear lest a torment from the most gracious Allah should overtake you, so that you become a companion of Shaitan. He said, do you reject my God, O Ibrahim? If you stop not, I will indeed stone you. So get away from me safely. Ibrahim said, peace be on you. I will ask forgiveness of my Lord for you. Verily he is to me ever most gracious, and I shall turn away from you and from those whom you invoke besides of Allah, and I shall call upon my Lord, and I hope that I shall not be unblessed in my invocation to my Lord. So when he had turned away from them and from those whom they worshipped beside Allah, we gave him Ishaq and Yaqub, and each one of them we made a prophet, and we gave them of our mercy, and we granted them honor on the tongue, and mentioned in the book Musa, verily he was chosen, and he was messenger, a prophet, and we called him from the right side of the mount, and made him draw near of us for a talk with him, and we granted him his brother Harun, and mentioned in the book, verily he was true of that he promised, and he was messenger, a prophet, and he used to enjoin on his family and his people as Salah and the Zakah, and his Lord was pleased with him, and mentioned in the book Quran. Verily he was a man of truth and a prophet, and we raised him to high station. Those were they to whom Allah bestowed him grace from among of the prophets of the offspring of Adam, and of those whom we carried within the ship with Noah, and of the offspring of Ibrahim and Israel, and from among those whom we guide and chose. When the verses of the most gracious Allah were recited to them, and fell down prostrate and weeping, then there has succeeded them a posterity who have given up as salam and have followed lust, so they will be thrown in hell, except those who repent and believe. Such will and work righteous, such will enter paradise, and they will not be wronged in aught. There will be enter Eden, which the most gracious hath promised to his slave in the unseen. Verily his promise must come to pass. They shall not hear therein any love, and they will have therein their sustenance morning and afternoon, such in the paradise which we shall give as an inheritance to those of our slaves who has been al-muttaqin. And we angels descend not except by the command of your Lord. To him belongs what is before us and what is behind us and what is between those two, and your Lord is never forgetful, the Lord of the heavens and the earth and all that is between them. So worship him and be constant and patient in his worship. Do you know of any who is similar to him? There is nothing like him, and he is the all hearer. And man says, when I am dead, shall I then be raised up alive? Does not man remember that we created him before, while he was nothing? So by you, your Lord, surely we shall gather them together, and the Shaitan, then we shall bring them round hell on their knees, and then indeed we shall drag out from every sect all those who were versed in the obstinate rebellion against the most gracious Allah. Then verily we know best those who are most worthy of being burned therein. There is not one of you but will pass over it. This is with your Lord a decree which must be accomplished. Then we shall save those who used to fear Allah and were dutiful to Him, and what shall leave are the Zalimeen to their knees. And when our clear verses are recited to them, those who disbelieve, say those who believe, which of the two groups is better in position and as regard station? And many a generation we have destroyed before them who were better in wealth, goods, and outward appearance. Say, O Muhammad, whoever in the error the most gracious will extend to him until when they see that which they were promised, either the tournament of the or the hour, and they will come to know who is the worst in position and who is weaker in forces. And Allah increase in guidance those who walk aright, and the righteous good deeds and that last are better with your Lord for reward and better for restore. Have you seen him who disbelieved in our ayah and said, I shall certainly be given wealth and children? Has he know the unseen, or has he taken a convent from the most gracious? Nay, we shall record that. He says, and we shall increase his tournament, and we shall inherit from him all that he talks. We have bestowed him, and we shall come we shall come to us alone, and they have taken ilah beside Allah, that they might give them our power and glory, protect them from Allah's punishment. Nay, but they will deny their worship of them and become opponent to them. See you not that we have sent the shaitan against the disbelievers to punishment to do evil. So make no haste against them. We only count out to them a number of the day of the life of his this word, and delay their terms, so that they may increase in evil and sins. The day we shall gather the muttaqeen to the most gracious like a delegation, and we shall drive the mujrimeen to hell in a thirsty state. None shall have a power of intercessions, but such are one as has received permission from most gracious Allah. And they say the most gracious Allah has been begotten a son. Uzair is the son of Allah, and the Christians say that he has begotten a son Isa, and the pagan Arabs say that he has begotten daughters angels. Indeed, you have brought forth a terrible evil thing, whereby the heavens are most torn, and the earth is split asunder, and the mountains fall in ruins, that they ascribes a son to most gracious Allah, but it is not suitable for the majesty of most gracious Allah that he should beget a son. There is none in the heavens and the earth, but become of the most gracious as a slave. Verily he knows each one of them, and has counted them a full counting, and every one of them will come to him alone on the day of creation. Verily those who believe and work deeds of righteous, the most gracious Allah will bestow love for them. So we have made this Quran easy in your own tongue, O Muhammad, only that you have may give glad tidings to the muttaqeen, and warn that is the Lord people, and many a generation before them we have destroyed. Can you, O Muhammad, find a single one of them, or hear even a whisper of them?